busy sports night down here in South Florida. You got the Dolphins in action. The Panthers kick everything off at 7 o'clock. They're looking to bounce back as they take on the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. And then, of course, you have your Miami Heat, who will be back in action tonight, taking on the Clippers after a tough loss to the Lakers last night in overtime. And we will get back into a little bit of Heat. But last night, Leroy and I, we were called to a summit. And the summit was basically the Robbie is right summit. Like, he basically called us to do an evaluation of the Dolphins halfway through the season. But it was just, you could just see the smug look on his face, Leroy.
Yep.
The look on the cheese-eating grin that he had because of where the Dolphins are at. He foresaw all of this doom and gloom. And so we had to basically go there and be like, give Robbie his little pat on the back because of where things are right now. Which, I know he very much enjoyed. I did not enjoy. I love seeing Robbie. It was great. It was great to see him. But being at the Robbie is Right Summit, even though he had a graphic that said, this is not a Robbie is Right Summit, even though it 100% was. That's all that was, Leroy. We were hoodwinked.
Yep. Just like I told you before. We heard a lot of that.
It was tough. Texter writes in, you guys can text us at 786-360-0790. Yes, the Dolphins had a good game plan, but bad coaching and getting distracted by the whole Watson mess derailed everything. The entire team lost focus 8 months for 8 months because of it.
I'm not down with that, because I'm gonna tell you, we were 4-2 and leading the division. And then for reasons I can't explain, they made the announcement that at the end of the year, the team was moving. And I think we finished 6-10. Now, you want to be professional. You want to do the right thing. You still have aspirations of doing more than you did the year before. And we made it to the divisional round of the playoffs the year before. Right? But that affects you, man.
Sure.
It does. You don't want it to. Just imagine going from having a packed house to having high school amount of fans.
Well, we know this, right? Chris Greer doesn't talk to the media very much. And he had a press conference kind of out of nowhere. Like they had told the media basically the night before that he was going to talk right early in the morning.
Right.
So from that standpoint, like, there had to have been some conversation from Brian Flores to him, be like, hey, I've been answering this question for the last I don't know how long, and I've been doing the whole Tua's our quarterback thing. I need you to go answer some questions, dude. Like, it's time. So maybe they're doing their best, and it hasn't been, let's just say in a great world, so many guys are professional. Tua said that. I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it until the media relations department tells me. And that's adorbs. I give him a lot of credit. He's handled all this with grace. But when you see how the organization has acted with the GM coming out and talking in the middle of the season, it only feels natural that, yeah, of course it's gotten to them, especially on top of that you've been in this awful losing streak before that happened.
Now, I will say this. Like, it's hard to determine how much all this news is affecting the players, because some of the players are just bad.
Yep.
And you can put whatever situation you want on it. They haven't played well. You can put the Deshaun Watson situation and make it a thing, but that ain't got nothing to do with the defense falling from top 10 to 30th.
Right.
You see what I mean? And so you can, even though you can put that twist on it, I'm not willing to go there when you have three of the worst statistical offensive linemen in the league.
Yeah, I got this.
And your defense dropped 20-something spots in defense, right? You're talking about how it affects Tua. Like, that's the least of your problems.
I got tagged in a tweet from Smart James 1981. Go follow him at Smart James 1981. Give some good O-line stuff on Twitter for the Miami Dolphins. And he tagged me in this tweet Because he was the one who put out the list of the pressures of us having the old three.
Yeah.
Here's another one for you. Austin Jackson, Liam Eichenberg, and Jesse Davis have given up a combined 111 pressures. That is more than 29 teams in the NFL and their entire offensive line pressures, with the Lions and Panthers as the only exceptions. So those three guys have given up more pressures than 29 other teams' total O-lines.
Right.
Woo!
Now, can anybody tell if Tua's good based on that stat?
Be tough. Tough circumstances.
But during the course of this year,
but they're going to move on from him.
All we've talked about is Tua's not the guy. Under those conditions,
Mm-hmm.
I've always said this: how you determine if you have or if you need to get a quarterback is based on this thing. Everything around you or everything around the quarterback is of professional level, and you just need him to make them all a little bit more professional or a little bit better.
But here's the thing, though, and this is why, first of all, I do think even with this being a thing, they're not going to put it on the O-line. A lot of these O-linemen, I think, will be back next year because they're rookies and second-year guys. They're going to hope that they get better with experience.
Yeah, let's keep hoping.
But a guy texts in, he says, today Flores gets the chance to put on display on national TV the injury-prone Tua narrative. This game's going to be unwatchable without Tua, which I'll get to the unwatchable part, but the idea of the narrative thing, if he doesn't play, and I don't think he's going to, if he doesn't play, there's 100% going to be another these are the games Tua has missed graphic that comes up.
Definitely.
Joe Buck and Troy Aikman will talk about it. I guarantee, even though Troy Aikman would be great to speak with this, I guarantee there's not going to be an old here's how many pressures graphic there is on the O-line. I guarantee it doesn't happen. One will have a storyline at one point. Well, they'll have a rejoin coming back. Welcome back to Thursday Night Football. There's Tua Tagovailoa, Troy, on the sidelines, and back-to-back games Tua's missed on top of the broken ribs games, and here's all of the games that he's missed. But we won't see a graphic about Jesse Davis, Austin Jackson, and Liam Eichenberg.
We won't say that he broke his finger pounding it on the helmet because the offensive line was in his lap.
Nope.
That being said, here is the definitive nail in the coffin if anybody's going to get fired. Is that all this information was duly noted before you drafted him. Everybody brought up the stuff.
Yep.
Right? That ankle. Okay? Both ankles. The hip. We talked about it to no end. And everybody, including the organization, said, we don't care, we want to.
Mm-hmm.
So now, 2 years later, you're having the conversation that you refused to have when he was getting drafted. I won't say that you refused to have. For every player you can say you want, I can find a reason for you not to want him. But you wanted him. Now you're going to penalize him for the things that you clearly knew were a possibility before the draft.
But the thing that's going to make them jump off of him is going to be the question of their job security. And it's not going to be, hey, can we see this evaluation work out, or did we see this coming? What it's going to be is, all right, but we have a chance to at least fix the quarterback situation with a known commodity. Because, look, whether Tua's had bad luck or whether Tua's had bad surroundings, we still don't know if he's a good quarterback.
Right. Do you think that?
Hey, by the way, bro, can you lift your head a little bit, because you're like off in the graphic to it. We can't see. You're like in disguise on Twitch. You're like leaning back, and I can't even see your face.
I need a new chair, dude, because I have to sit like this, because if I lean back and go like the chair doesn't.
But you were like off into the corner. You were like, where's Waldo on Twitch? We can't even see you.
Thank God we do radio.
Well, But
yeah, I mean,
but
look.
what about when Stolen McRib wants to see you?
All right, I got you. I would look. The problem is this: if you are making decisions now to save face and not to win games or to make your team better, if you're making decisions to keep your job, you probably shouldn't be at that job.
Hey,
I mean, that's the reality of it.
I agree with you. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen though.
I got you. I got you when you know, like when you know that it's almost to the end of the road and you try to be that ultimate professional, you try to make those good decisions and stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see because guess what? Of the dynamic of who does what and who makes what decisions, it was the owner that squashed the Deshaun Watson thing. Right? So what if I told you that Stephen Ross of the three guys was the only one that wanted Tua? Because he was like you.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? Does that change it for you?
No.
And the reason why it doesn't change it for me is this reason. You've had about 5 or 6 first-round picks.
Yeah, it doesn't change it for me.
What about those?
Because
the owner got one.
It's not a wild thing that the owner would want Tua, and it's not a wild thing that Tua was drafted in the top 5. Like, a lot of people, if you would have flip-flopped the picks, if the Dolphins would have had 6 and the Chargers would have been before him, a lot of people, would have thought the Chargers would have taken him.
Right.
It's not this crazy thing that Tua. It's not like Tua was a reach.
But it is a reach that you drafted a guy that was hurt. Like here's where we are in football.
I don't like describing that as a reach. I would describe that as a risk. I don't know if I describe that as a reach.
Oh, okay, a risk. But think about this. Let's think of it from just a financial standpoint. One of the reasons why having young talent and cheap talent is great is that a lot of times these guys, you can re-sign them sooner and save some money, right?
Yep.
If you have a guy who doesn't play, so say they don't turn this around and then next year Tua balls out.
Yeah.
Now you've got one good year of football and you're up against it.
Man, we'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
You've never seen this shirt?
I don't know. I haven't noticed that shirt.
Big Spoon made it for me.
Well, great to see Big Spoon here on a Monday.
A Monday?
Or on a, it feels like I'm all out of whack. On a Thursday, my bad. I was just in the hallway.
Side of the week.
I was just.
Wait, you are on the other side of the week. It's not
dude,
even
I'm on.
Tuesday.
I'm on 2 hours sleep. Give me a break. I stayed up.
It's damn near Saturday.
Did you go out with me last night, Tobin?
I'm delirious today because I'm just like, oh, stayed up so late.
Closer to next Monday.
Yep. No, that's true. There's football today. I'm very out of whack today. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So I told her, put the headphones on and you can talk to Tobin in French, right?
Oh.
So
bonjour,
she's sitting there
madame.
looking.
Madame.
She's sitting there looking and she's like, what, is he here? I'm like, no, look at the little window on the right. She's like, what are you doing? I got pictures, cameras everywhere. I said, no, that's Skype. We got to do Skype on the side.
Yep.
And then J-Fig could see her. So J-Fig is like, hey, you want me to flash around? I'm like, no, she's waiting for Tobin. But she had to go. She would have more of a conversation.
Great to see Big Spoon on the show today. Let's get to the ID here and hit some headlines here this hour.
The Ticket is the home of every Miami Heat game. WAXY South Miami and WSFS HD2 Miramar, an Odyssey station.
The headlines are brought to you by the Orion Fuels and Downstairs Convenience Stores. Truly steps beyond convenience. You know who we got joining us next hour, Leroy? Iman Shumpert. Shump. Iman Shumpert's on
he's got a new show on TV, right?
He's got a show on TV, but he's on Dancing with the Stars right now. I think he's near the semifinals right now. So athletes always do good on that show. They always do good on that show.
You know why?
Why?
Sweet feet, baby.
Sweet feet?
The sweet feet.
He's I think the voting is tonight at let me see. I think they said like 8:00 it opens up Eastern time. So I'll talk to Amon Shumpert coming up, talk a little NBA with him as well.
You know what I've heard of all the guys that have been on it? They all say the same thing. It is a lot of work.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure. He's so you guys we'll look forward to that. That's coming up
keep
in
in
about
mind,
an hour's
most
time.
dancers are like what, 5 foot tall?
Oh, that's got to be super weird, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a big dude. That's got to be it's got to be weird for the dance partner for sure. All right, so tonight we have Thursday Night Football. Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens, 8:20. Tua Tagovailoa, he is officially listed as questionable for the game, so not ruled out yet. But we know what the situation was last week where he was going to, and Flo has said this. He's going to at least be the backup today. He is going to be active, but we don't know if he's going to start. So we'll keep an eye on that. I say this is a little bit weird though, Leroy, isn't it? Because first of all, Baltimore travels very well. They always get a lot of fans to Miami. But this is a little bit different in that Lamar Jackson is coming in, and he feels like the most popular guy on the field tonight. Like, he's going to come into a building where he's going to get almost a hero's welcome. Sun Sentinel has a feature on him about his roots in South Florida. ESPN has a feature on him today. So he's going to have, it's going to be the road quarterback is going to be maybe the most popular guy in the building tonight.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, dude.
He ain't wearing Dolphins uniform.
You're nuts. I'm telling you.
They gonna have look. He gonna have his people there.
He's gonna have a lot of people there, dude.
And his people gonna be rooting for him, and what have you. But if you're a Dolphins fan, and you're out there cheering for Lamar Jackson, I don't care if you went to high school with him. He on the other team.
Even if you went to high school,
I don't want to hear that nonsense.
So let me get this straight. If you had a friend who was a diehard Dolph fan, and Leroy Horde was coming to town, and you went off for 3 touchdowns, you wouldn't want him to be happy for you?
Hold on. That's close people. Okay?
You said high school.
That's family. When I went to New Orleans, my family was kicking Cleveland Browns stuff. We've been Saints fans our whole life.
But I don't think it's just going to be family. Like, I think that fan base.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that.
And I'm talking about the others.
Yeah, but like,
if you go,
first of all,
get you some Jack Daniels at the tailgate,
first of all,
and eat their food, that's Dolphins fans only.
All right, dude,
don't go up in that stadium cheering for Lamar Jackson.
First of all, dude, did you see the crowd against the Texans? Wasn't exactly filled. So if you're going to have a depressed fan base walking into that building tonight, and you're going to have the Ravens fans who are going to be all hype, it ain't going to feel like that big disparity you're talking about when Lamar Jackson walks in there.
No, what you want Lamar Jackson to do good if you're a friend, but you still want him to lose.
Right.
Yeah, but he's probably not.
Right.
Yeah,
because
okay.
when he come back home, you know what you want to say?
Yeah, Jack.
That's
good game.
Right.
Good game,
that's
but
all
we got you.
Yeah, that's all well and good, except he's probably not going to lose, though. He's probably not going to lose.
Hey, man.
This kind of
Stop being a phony fan.
I'm not being a phony fan.
Stop.
I'm being a thing you never tell me that I am, which is a realist.
Stop.
And this guy's coming in, and it feels like a legit homecoming game for him, where he gets to come home and he gets a cupcake game.
Tobin,
I'm gonna tell you what. Give me the 7.5. I'll take the Dolphins.
Wow. Okay. What do you want to bet?
You tell me, player. You the one always losing.
All right. I'll come up with it. I'll figure it out before the end of the show.
Tobin, you ruined it.
Before the end of the show, I'm like, don't come up in here tomorrow and things don't go my way. And
I'll come up before the end of the show.
What you lost.
We'll think of something.
Hey, that's right, stolen Tua's McRib. Laugh out loud. You choose now to be a realist. Fraudulent.
I'm not fraudulent. Lamar Jackson kicks ass, dude. He's going to maybe win MVP. What are we talking about here?
By the very next text. You tripping, Leroy.
Lamar Jackson is going to have a strong contingent there, dude.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that.
That's fine.
I'm not doubting that. That better be friends, family,
Hold
and
on.
loved ones.
If I go to the Sun Sentinel today and I go to, I believe Dave Hyde's column is about Lamar Jackson. It ain't about a Dolphin. If I go to ESPN and I go to the front of the page today about Dolphins and Ravens, it ain't about a Dolphin.
Wait,
it's about his homecoming.
You want me to do the whole article? Here's the article, right?
The article's
the
literally.
The article goes like this. Hey, did you want to go to Miami where you're a Hurricanes fan? Yeah, they wanted me to play DB, so I went up to there. That's how it's going to start. So you're already going to be upset about that, right? Then they're going to talk about the draft. And say, you know, Stephen Ross really wanted you, but they passed up on. Oh yeah,
that's gonna be some.
Hey, there you go.
That's gonna be some tough feelings today. That's gonna be some.
That's the story.
Dave Hyde.
That's the story.
Dave Hyde. Lamar Jackson returns home against Dolphins as NFL's most electric player.
Agreed.
ESPN. Homecoming king. The legend of Lamar Jackson, rooted in South Florida.
Look, rooted in South Florida. And the Hurricanes, the home team, who I don't know if he wanted to play for or not, right? They wanted him to switch positions. So did Bill Polian.
Oh, I know. Well, listen, he got his revenge against the Canes. It's all good. By the way, I think he's actually getting his jersey retired in Louisville this weekend.
Is he?
He is.
Why would they do it when he can't be present?
Game's tonight, dude.
Oh, that's right. This weekend. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Monday morning after all.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't lose track of days. You lose track of days, time. What's wrong with you?
Man,
you need to stay off that crack.
I have 2 hours of sleep after
Why
staying
you
up.
just stay home?
I don't know.
My main thing is the headline story here in South Florida. It's not about Tua playing or not playing. It's about Lamar Jackson.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Like, it should be about Tua.
But it's not. Because, first of all, we don't even know that he's playing. It's probably going to be Jacoby Brissett.
Okay, so if he doesn't play, that should be the lead.
It is, though.
Wait. Can we have a never mind. No, I'm riding with the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. So what? You're gonna be rats off a ship if it's Jacoby?
No, I was doing the caveat, but no caveats.
Okay.
No caveats.
You say they cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Dolphins are throwing everything tonight, man. You know they're coming strong.
But
what?
Dan, here's the problem.
Who are they throwing? Von Ginkel? They're throwing Von Ginkel at Lamar Jackson? Von Ginks?
I can tell you the one thing that I have had the biggest problem with this team this year is that they haven't done that.
Tonight's the night.
Okay.
Why?
Because it's on national TV against Baltimore and Lamar Jackson's the homecoming king. I don't know.
They always kick the Dolphins. Baltimore owns the Dolphins at like a Josh Allen level. They always kick the Dolphins' ass.
The thing is, Baltimore wins 10 games a year. They own everybody.
No, not like the Dolphins, dude. They smoke the Dolphins. Every time you think that the dreams of the Dolphins are coming true, here's what comes. The Baltimore Ravens to thump you right in the skull.
So you're saying the Dolphins don't cover tonight? That's what Leroy and I are saying. They're gonna
I
cover.
am saying that.
Hey, and here we go. Robbie, the only difference between Robbie when he was a producer and Robbie now is now he can get up at his leisure,
right, and
just chime in.
Robbie's Twitch last 3 games versus the Ravens: 59-10, 40-0. 38-6. I got a Twitch that Stephen Ross is going to be watching as a fan, watching Lamar Jackson. Probably. He's going to be probably going to agree. He's probably going to be texting him. Told you. You know.
Hey.
Or he might just.
Don't be mad when I'm right.
He might. You know what he's probably going to do? He's going to probably have Garfinkel go down with a telegram to Chris Greer, and be like, "Hey, hey, what's up, Garfinkel? Hey, this is from Stephen Ross. Told you to pick Lamar Jackson. Stop. You've screwed this up too many times. Stop. I'm taking this out of your hands. Bum."
If he's in the press box shooting bum guns at everybody.
Oh, man. All right, take a break. 15 minutes of heat. Losers last night in OT. Road trip's gotten off to a tough start. We'll get back into it coming up next. 15 minutes